Welcome everybody to Cryptopocalypse. Now in today's video I'm going to show you a little trick how you can use Bybit exchange as your own personal bank that pays dividends over time. And depending on the market conditions, you can make 10 times the amount of what your bank gives you yearly through Bybit if you use it correctly. And I'll explain how. No matter the time, no matter the season, you will make some money. And this is a trading method, not an analysis of any sort. A trading method that you can employ when you're on vacation. For example, you can have one of your accounts generate consistent little income depending on the size of your account. But first, why would you want to do this? Well, because sometimes, looking at Bitcoin's price action recently, it's been horrible. It's been horrible, and it's extremely difficult to time anything. And every move gets faded, pretty much stuck in a range. And when it pops, people fade the moves, and when it dumps, people buy instantly with huge amounts of greed backing every one of these interactions with price on the charts. And so, yeah, longing and shorting, if you're not quick enough, the only people that are making money right now are the bots that are highly mathematical. And I'm not talking about homebrew bots that you find on TradingView. Those don't work, okay? Sincia, Schmincia, whatever bot that's out there, if it's not quant, it's not a bot and it's a waste of time. So I'm talking about people making money that are out there who are seeing right through the exchange, know exactly where everyone's orders are, and high probability calculations are being performed every millisecond to take your money away from you. And so if you're sick and tired of that, you can hedge your Bitcoin against the fluctuating USD value by performing this little trick over here. Now, some of you may know this. If you already know or have a good guess of what I'm about to talk about, then you can just skip this video and just click like for the effort. If anything else, I'd really appreciate that. But before we start, I just want to tell you how I feel about the recent price action of Bitcoin. I really do. And let's get to it. Woo! Right on, Cryptopocalyptics, welcome. This is Crypto Rick coming at you live. We are no strangers to getting scammed. You know the trading rules, and so do I. We've known each other for 9 years, but you are still illiquid as hell. I feel so compelled to trade you daily using my secret TA. Always gonna scam wick up, always gonna scam wick down. Gonna make you short the bottom and stay range bound. Then I'm gonna quickly pump, make it look like there's a trade. You will long the top and I'll quickly fade. Whoa, bring it back, bring it back. Never going to forget how I first got liquidated. Thought support would hold, but you proved me wrong. Thank you for your lessons. Now I'm selling fundamentals. You know that I'll be back with a new deposit. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is how I feel. Thank you very much. If you like that little performance, then please, once again, click that like button and subscribe for more goofiness every once in a while. Now let's get back to the actual business of what this video is all about. In this tutorial, I'm showing you how to prevent from losing Bitcoin value. If you're not sure about longing it or shorting it, but you like what you're seeing in terms of your USD balance in your wallet, and you think that Bitcoin is fairly priced at 7,000, and if it goes to 10,000, I'd still like to keep my 7,000 Bitcoin. And if it drops to 3,000, I will still keep my 7,000 Bitcoin. And this is how you do it. First of all, on your exchange of choice, and of course it's Bybit, there's no question about it, you will have a little balance, big balance, whatever. Dedicate an account. This is my Cryptopocalypse Now hedge account, and I keep a little bit of Bitcoin here that is always short. Now the way this works is that if you go to 1x of the actual leverage that Bybit offers you, and you don't do any other leverage, you click 100% and it'll give you the number of contracts that you're allowed to trade with based on the current value of the amount of Bitcoin that you hold in your wallet. And so what happens here is that if you go to limit order 1x 100% of your balance and click sell, and you say okay, so here you can see that total position execution. This is how much your Bitcoin is worth right now. So you have $2,800 in your account. There's no take profit. Estimated liquidation price is good luck price. Okay, mark price to liquidation price is good luck price also. You get what I'm saying? There's no way you're gonna get liquidated unless John McAfee's prophecy comes true tomorrow somehow. But regardless, available balance, order cost, you're putting everything on the book and you press confirm. Now once your order is placed, this is going to scam pump up, and you don't have to do it right here. You can look at the fundamentals TA and say, okay, maybe Bitcoin will go to, like, let's say this is my resistance level over here. I think it's gonna hit it and it's gonna come crashing back down, and I would like to enter a short here, and that's it. You don't touch anything else. So what happens then? Well, there is some magic that happens. You see over here we have funding rate and predicted rate, okay? And the reason that this is important is because, let's play some music for the background. All right, so the reason that's important is because once you get picked up over here and you go short on this account, because the funding rate is positive. When the funding rate is positive over here, if you hover over, it will tell you. Actually, this, I think it will go higher, so I'll put my order over here just in case. Just in case we have a little minute pump action. Like I said, these Darth Maul candles, you know, totally unpredictable. It gets suppressed from the top, it gets suppressed from the bottom. You always end up underwater if you're shorting or longing the breakouts. There is no breakout. It's a scam out, fake out, range scam basically that this Bitcoin is in. And if you're lucky, you might be able to actually trade it like a totally sane person, but I doubt it. Anyways, it goes up, it fills you in, fills you up, and here's where the fun starts. You have 0.01% every 3 hours on Bybit, so which means like 0.03% daily of interest. If you're staying short and this funding rate is positive, then that means the longs, the people that are longing here, are paying all the short ones, all the people that are short, this predicted funding rate of 0.01. Now this is just flat and might not even be worth your effort, but you're getting this percentage paid to you on your account balance, on your full account balance. So that being said, if Bitcoin goes down, not only do you get to retain its value, you will still have your so if these Bitcoins, 0.39 Bitcoins over here, if they become, you know, worth like $500, you're still gonna keep your $2,000 worth of Bitcoins at current rates. So this is how you can hedge against price fluctuations. And so what happens when it goes up? When it goes up, let's say it goes to 20K. When you're ready to close that that balance, okay, you're ready to close that position, you're not gonna lose any Bitcoin, you're not gonna get liquidated. It's just that you will not have the 20k Bitcoin. You'll have the 7k Bitcoin at whatever value it was, 7k right at the time. The amount of Bitcoins that you have will always be valued at the price that you enter a short. So that's just something to think about if you're not sure and you don't have time to go to spot and sell. And let's say you have a couple of accounts that host some Bitcoins here and you want to preserve their USD value. This is what you do. You short with 100% on 1x. Real important. Longing is different. You can't really long. You can get liquidated, and what happens to longs is that when the funding rate flips, you want to be out. So it's when it's negative, that's when shorts are starting to pay longs. Okay, so it's no longer profitable. Sometimes last year I was able to make my bank's yearly percentage return in about 10 days on contracts like Ethereum. For example, it's so much better because Ethereum, if you go to assets, no, what do you, oh, right over here. So you go to Ethereum and you look at the predicted rate over here, it's still the same. It's on par with Bitcoin. But the difference between BitMEX is on BitMEX, you can only do this trick, this hedging against the dollar value and getting paid in interest only using Bitcoin. On Bybit, you can do it using any of these coins. So when Ethereum goes parabolic and it goes crazy, what you want to do is you want to buy a bunch of Ethereum, come over here and short it. Short it preferably up at the top, while the negative, the positive funding rate here will be plus 0.05 or something ridiculous like that. Sometimes it's 0.1. Okay, so that's 0.3% per day that you're accruing on your balance here. So is that clear? So what you're doing essentially is you're lending this money for, you get to keep it, you're short, you're preserving the USD value, but because of the funding and the way it works, you're getting paid every 3 hours or so on Bybit using this rate. And sometimes it fluctuates. So when you want to do this is during those moments when the funding rate is extremely high. 0.05, I'll short it. I'll load my account up with whatever coins I have, and I'll just stay short there for a few months, my non-trading balance, right? And it'll just like accumulate this interest for me daily without doing anything. So you can make thousands of dollars if you have like 10, 15 Bitcoins on one account doing this, that you're not trading, and you also don't care about it, you know, going up in value or whatever. So it's a very good trading method that you can employ to take advantage of this system over here. And this is infinite money. It's literally infinite money, but you have to choose the lesser of the two evils, right? Do you want to risk your Bitcoin getting stuck in this price range? Are you happy? Do you think 7,000 is an A-okay? It depends how low. If you bought Bitcoin high, obviously it doesn't make sense. If you bought Bitcoin low, like at 3K, 4K, then it makes sense for you to do this. Okay, because you don't care. You'll always be in profit unless Bitcoin goes down to those levels. But even then, if you're hedge shorting like this at 1x, at 100% of your balance, your Bitcoin will still be worth, even if it goes down to 2K, it'll still be worth 7K when you're ready to close that position and sell it on 1x with 100% of your balance. And that's about all you need to know. I can't really articulate my thoughts well when it comes to these little things, just because it's the sort of thing that you have to have time with. You practice it, you get to understand it. But what I'm saying is self-explanatory, I hope. So infinite money hack. Bybit's not actually hacked. Don't get it twisted, guys. I'm not saying that we're performing a hack here. What I'm saying, it's a life hack. It's a trading hack. It's a trading method without actually trading. Preserving your USD value per your Bitcoins while collecting funding fees. This is much better than keeping your money at a bank. I guarantee you that. So if you convert all of your fiat right now into Bitcoin, yeah, I know, Bitcoin maximalist, right? Not really, I don't care. I just see that if this works, then I'll use it, right? So if you convert it, all of it to Bitcoins, and then hedge short over here, you will preserve the same amount of money that you had, except now there's also counterparty risk, okay, related to Bybit. Of course, you shouldn't be doing this. This is not a financial advice, but hypothetically speaking, consider this, treat it like your bank, for example, and you will accumulate this interest in funding rate. Now, when it flips negative, and the longs are now getting paid from the shorts, you simply close your short position in order to not pay this funding fee. And this rarely happens. Most of the time, it's the longs that are paying the shorts. Now, if you close it, the Bitcoin that you did not trade and ended up maybe losing on leverage or whatever, you're just chilling, sitting on it. Now the price is going up. The funding is in favor of the longs. The shorts are paying them. Price is climbing, and so does your Bitcoin. As soon as this goes positive for maybe a week or two, after observing it for a little while, you can see that it stays positive and shorts are now getting paid. That means there's an excessive amount of longs that are being opened, and so that's when you open a short and you get to keep that price that Bitcoin rose to. So for example, it goes to like 10K, right? And this turns negative. Just short it on 1x and preserve that 10K value per Bitcoin that you own while accumulating interest. When it flips to negative again, close your position. Bitcoin is likely to go up. Not always, but you know, this is how funding works. This is how these exchanges, you know, operate on these perpetual, never expiring contracts. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And if you have any questions, always do come drop by our Discord, Cryptopocalypse Now, the friendliest crypto trading group on earth. And I can answer your questions there if you have like some specifics. And no, I don't charge one-on-one fees or anything like that. So you can hit me up and say, Ranger, what's going on? I'd like to know more details. I'm confused. And I'll run you through it, okay? Thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next video. It's a little quickie. I've got a couple of more coming up. But enjoy this Bybit hack and try it. Even with a smaller account, you can see how it puts a peace of mind in your life, in your tradings. When you're not feel like trading it, you're like, I don't care if it goes up or down. I'm just going to stay short on 1x. Preserve the current value. So if BTC drops, I'll still be in profit. I'll still be okay. And if it goes up, it's just like I never traded. I never traded, and now my Bitcoin is, and it'll earn interest for you in the meantime, even if it's going up. So sometimes on BitMEX, on Bybit has crazier funding rates than BitMEX for some reason, because of the liquidity, which is, I believe, is smaller on Bybit. Still sufficient, but not as crazy as BitMEX. So the funding rate here is, most of the time, it exceeds those of other exchanges, those predicted rates, funding rates of other exchanges. So Bybit always pays you more. So this is literally like having your own bank, and this window, this contract detail is all you need to know when you're gonna get paid, and when you need to come out and then just stay long with Bitcoin. So you can use this derivatives exchange to replace your spot trading exchange, which charges you crazy fees like Coinbase. Are you mad, bro? Are you mad? Convert your fiat, buy Bitcoin, but get out of it. Don't trade it on there. All right. So if you want to maintain your BTC value, if you want to increase your BTC holdings, Bybit is the place to be. Link to the affiliate shill down below if you want to help us maintain our sanity. Sign up and join the platoon. Friendly crew waiting for you. Peace out, people. This is a great trading method. I'm telling you, try it out.